So, the worst imaginable thing just happened.
Meat. All up in there. Look, you got a big old leech.
Good morning. Oh, hi. Are you swimming, Monty? Oh. He's swimming. Oh, good morning. So we opted for sleeping in a little bit. But it is a sunny day out there. I can see the sun shining through the tent. Looks like it's going to be a beautiful day on our good fishing day. So hopefully we'll have some luck out there. Monty, you ready to get up? Monty. Hi, Monty. Do you want to get up and get out there? Oh, did you sleep pretty? You always sleep pretty good. Monty was laying on me all night. He likes to do that sometimes. He's a little turd nugget. You want to go outside? Do you want to go for a dog park? Alright guys, I'm not going to dilly-dally too long. I'd like to get on the water while this beautiful weather's going. Do some fishing. So let's get up, put some layers on stuff, make some food, get to fishing. Oh, I farted, Monty. Let's go. Good morning, Monty. Hi. Hi. Oh, going between my legs. There you go. Oh, there's a fuzzy butt. That's a fuzzy butt. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's just like glass out there. Let's go down to the water. Look at that out there. Oh, if that ain't a scene. Hoo-wee. Sun's out. We got blue skies. Oh, yeah. Monty, it's a beautiful day, Monty. You're out of focus, Monty. Alright, let's whip up our coffee and oatmeal, get packed up quick, get on the water. I want to get to fishing. This is gorgeous out. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Can I have a taste? Can I have a taste? No, you go ahead. You go ahead. They're back. Oh my gosh. They're back. The angry loons. They've come to get us, Monty. They come to get us, Monty. Soapy. So, the worst imaginable thing just happened.
I was getting ready to take my morning poop, you know, pull down my pants, get ready to drop trow, and go to release my dense little torpedo turds into the little pot, and I get what's known as severe backsplash. There was a stew of decades of people's pee and poo that's been brewing, and it just rained up from the ground all over my backside. It was just full of water, and I looked down and it was brown. And I want to believe it's the tannin, but this water's clear. But that water's dark brown. If there's one way to ruin a perfect day, to start off that way. Oh, I don't feel clean anymore. Well, I didn't feel clean before, but I don't feel clean now. Anyways, let's eat some oatmeal. Oatmeal's some good stuff. I just can't stop thinking about, it just got me kind of intrigued, like how many people do you think have pooped at that toilet, that little pit toilet? 1,000? 10,000? I don't know how long it's been there. How long has this campsite been here? I feel like there's been at least 1,000 poos there. I feel like that's being fair. You know, 10 years. You say 100 people poop there a year. That's got to be fair. And I know this area's been around a lot longer than that. I gotta stop thinking about it. I'm probably gonna need to jump in the lake later. I ain't doing it now. I'm not warm enough now. If we get sweaty later, we'll jump in the lake. Anyways, I'm just gonna finish up my oatmeal here, and then we're gonna get on that water. We need to return this day around. I need to shake this this poopy start.
Oh yes, Monty. And we are off. Ooh. Got the sunshades on. Got a t-shirt on. Whew. I don't even remember that I had poo water splash all over me. Poo water. Poo 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 poo. Poo water. Poo 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 poo. I really wanna poo water. Poo 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 poo. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to keep the t-shirt out long. It's a little chilly when you're out in the water, but the sun, it's like counteracting. It's like chilly but hot. Two sensations at once. Tremendous. Now, I don't want to get my hopes up or say anything to jinx myself, but I mean, it is a pretty gorgeous day, and I think we're not going to struggle catching a fish today. I don't think. Well, you know, fishing is fishing. They don't call it catching, you know. You've seen me go all day, no bites, the last second catch fish. I caught a lot of last minute fish here lately. But I still catch them. But I think it's going to be good today. I think we're going to have a great time fishing. It looks like a perfect day for fishing. So we only got a few lakes to go through, and then we're going to be on the lake. We're going to fish all day. So So the winds have shifted, it seems. It's blowing the opposite direction now. So that won't be the best. I was kind of hoping it'd stay the same way, because now I'm going in the opposite direction as soon as I get to the lake I'm fishing. Oh well, it's at least not, there's like no wind. It's just a slight breeze. It'll pick up more by midday, but it's definitely shifted. So I'm thinking, let's check the barometric pressure. It's rising. It was 28.45 last night, and it's 28.6. So it's going up. So that means good fishing, and I think we're gonna have some nice weather the next couple of days. At least that's my understanding. I'm not an expert at barometric pressure, but when it's going up, I think that's a good thing. Low pressure is when you get the nasty. So we might get some really good weather. I mean, so far it's been awesome. No rain. I want a thunderstorm. I would just the last night before I go home, just get me soaked. Just I'll take it. I'll love it. Gotta have one. But anyways, we got the portage right up ahead, and we're gonna try fishing the next lake. We're not gonna fish this lake. We'll definitely take a few casts the next lake, just a few. Just one quick cast, one or two at the end of this lake here. I see some nice logs. Potential good fishing. Okay, so just up ahead here, looks like there's just a super steep drop off, the biggest drop off in the whole lake, right up ahead. We're gonna try for some Lakers there. I'm thinking there's Lakers in here. I'm not 100% sure. It just looks like a lake. Usually when they're like 70 feet deep or more, they're gonna have some trout in there, some lake trout. Usually. If they're in the area, and there's a deep lake, they're probably in there. So that's what we're gonna try. We're gonna try jigging off a bit. We won't try for very long. Shoot. Knew we were gonna get snagged. No bites. No bites. I think we're just gonna move on. I know what lake I want to fish today. Like I said, I'm not spending much time here. We're gonna fish Big Lake hard. It's gonna be a good day. Either way, even if we don't catch a fish, it'll be a good day. It'll be a better day if we catch fish, though. I see a promising tree, but oh, what is that? Well, that's a big snapper that was up on shore. Oh, let's see if we can get close to that. I'm gonna wait here for a minute and see if I can see him, but it was really funny because he plopped off the shore and he was stuck upside down and just like flailing like, oh! I was like, what is that? It's definitely a big old snapping turtle. Hopefully he pops his head out. There's a loon. I'd like to get some footage of that big old turtle, but I can't see him. He must have went deep. We'll just chill for a minute and he might pop back up. We'll see if we can get a shot of him. We got a big old drop off here though, so while we wait for Mr. Turtle, take a cast here. Dang it. But there's one thing I know about turtles. If there's turtles, there's fish. If there's fish, you'll catch them. see a painter turtle up ahead, we're going to try to sneak up on it without talking and just close to it and get some footage to make up for the turtle we just missed. Hey, dude. I love these boots. They're like mini waders. You just gotta be careful not to step too far. Come on. Come on. Come on, Monty. Come on. Oh, what a leap. Good job. Nice leap, Monty. You got hops. Props for the hops, Monty. Yeah, so for those of you that have been watching the channel for quite a while, Monty didn't really jump in the boat like that till about a year ago. I never really trained him. I never really thought about him. I always just carried him around. You notice how comfortable he is with me picking him up. He's just like, every time I go, he's just like, okay. Like, and even when he was a puppy, 8 months old, I remember our first boundary water trip with Funk, that we were climbing some rock bluffs, and he would just walk up to the cliff like he knew where we were going, and he'd look back and be like, all right, Dad, pick me up, let's go. But yeah, he didn't really start jumping in the boat. That's not something I trained. He just started doing it. Now he does it all the time. But he did it like his first time, I think like a year ago. Maybe, somewhere around there. But another thing, for those of you that watch most of my videos, or my first big adventure video I released, well, maybe it's not my first, like a second or somewhere in there, but 12 Nights in the Wilderness with a Puppy. That was Monty's first Boundary Waters trip. 12 nights, and he was 8 months old. 8 or 9 months, somewhere in there. But he was a little puppy. And you'll recognize this next lake, some of these spots, because I've been here before. And that's why I'm so excited about this lake, is because I'm going to return to some of those spots where we caught some Lakers. So hopefully it'll be the same. It'll be good fishing. And we didn't come at this time of year, but I'm confident we'll catch some fish. And I think it's such a beautiful day that we're definitely gonna, we're gonna probably fish for a bit and then set up camp and then just go fish for hours and just take little breaks for Monty here and there. But it should be a good day. Look at Monty patiently waiting on shore as I chase turtles out here. Good boy, Monty. That's a good boy. Do you want a gopher? Do you want a treat at the dog park? Are you a good boy? Good boy, Monty. Yeah, so I was getting ready to portage, and I just happened to look back at the lake, and right there That snapper turtle was just staring at us. He had a big old leash on his head. You could probably see that. I think I got some cool footage there, but yeah, he was just staring at us. So I'm just like, I heard, I was like, oh my gosh, snapper. So I grabbed an oar and I stuck the GoPro onto the oar and I like jumped to go in there, and you can see that water is super clear. So it's deeper than it looks. And well, let's just say I took a bad step and then he took off. So I was like, dang it. So I jumped in the boat and I found him. He was it's so clear and shallow that it was easy to find him. So that was sweet. That was a nice treat. Let's get this porridge done and catch some fish. What do you say, Monty?
No, only 10% of me wants to actually do this. But I know if I just get it done, I'll feel so much better. Okay, my tea. Oh, it's cold. Oh, it's really cold. Oh. Oh. Ready, my tea? Ah. Oh. Woo. Woo! Oh, it's cold! Monty, it's cold! Oh, it's cold! Monty! Let's get out of this! I don't think I have balls anymore. They entered my body cavity. Get out of here. Oh. Hold on, Monty. Monty, stop it. Monty, I'm naked. Stop it. Oh, man. Do I feel good now? Oh. My skin feels like hot because it's numb. Oh, it's so cold. Such cold water, but it's one of those things that getting in that freezing cold water, you know it's gonna suck while you're in it, but once you're out, you're super glad you did it. I feel clean now. I don't have to worry about the poo water from earlier. Poo water, poo, 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 poo. But yeah, I feel good. Let's see if Monty will throw the stick, or he'll fetch. He probably will, but he might not want to because it's so cold. Do you want a stick, Monty? Come here. Want the stick? Want the stick? Come here. Oh, watch yourself, watch yourself. Right, look at my teeth. Look at my teeth. Look at my teeth. Look at it. Look at it. You can do it. Get it, Monty. He's like, it's cold. It's cold. We're experimenting. I put the GoPro at his chest. Good boy, Monty. Oh, watch out, watch it, watch yourself on those rocks. Hey, watch yourself on those rocks. Go on, Monty. Good boy. Good boy, Monty. Good boy. Good boy. Come here, Monty. Oh no, not near the camera. Ready, Monty? Oh, watch yourself on those rocks. You're gonna hurt yourself. Okay, okay. Good boy, Monty. Good boy. Oh, good boy, Monty. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. Got the stick? Monty. Stay. Oh! Wait. One more? Oh, okay. Good boy, Monty. Good boy. Oh, that's good. He goes crazy for the stick in water. All right, that's the last one. It's a little too cold. I don't want to keep him swimming. Apparently Monty doesn't want to be done. He's just running around with the stick, throwing it at me, just going crazy. I think it's because he's already wet. So he's just like, let's just keep playing, Dad. Look at that stick in his tail. Monty, you got a stick in your mouth and a stick in your tail. You crazy? You crazy dog. Look at that stick in his tail. Look at this wet dog. Monty. You stinker. You want to keep throwing the stick? You want to keep playing? One more. All right, I don't want you to get too cold, okay? And you're going to hurt yourself on those rocks. All right, Monty, that's enough now. Okay? Okay. I feel so refreshed right now. We have got 8 hours of daylight remaining, and it might even be stretched out an extra 45 because it's so sunny. So we'll have a long twilight. So we are gonna hunt for a fish dinner now. We're gonna stay on this lake. I don't know where we're gonna camp. That doesn't matter. We're gonna go all over the place, fishing, trolling, whatever. It's a big, beautiful lake. And what we're gonna do right now is, like I said, I've been here before, so we're gonna go, it's quite the paddle, but we're gonna return to a spot that me and Funk have had some luck fishing at. So I'm gonna troll on the way there. I'm not gonna cast or anything. We're just gonna troll the whole way there and see if we can pick something up along the way. And then when we get to that spot, we'll do some jigging. Let's put on the old chartreuse catch everything lure. I've caught every type of fish I go for on this chartreuse deep diver. Bass, pike, walleye, lake trout. And I don't really go for any other fish really, but yep, works for them all. So, let's do some trolling, eh, Monty? What the heck is that? Well, sit down, Monty. Sit. Sit. Something is just going crazy in the water behind us. I don't know what that was. Could have been an otter or beaver or a loon, but nothing surfaced. Could have been a fish attacking another fish. I don't know. It definitely just splashed like 8 times. And I don't see any heads poking up or anything, so I feel like it must have been a fish fight. Man, I am all smiles right now. It is just gorgeous outside. Oh, and I feel refreshed. And the barometric pressure has risen another 0.05, so it's 28.65. So I'm like I said, I'm no expert, but I think when the pressure's rising, the fishing is good, and it's just good weather. It's an indicator of like good weather coming. I think, usually I think pressure rising is good fishing. So maybe we're in for a treat. I don't really know.
It's a very big, deep lake, so gotta work drop-offs. And there's definitely some back channels and shallow areas I'll try where there's, you know, trees and stuff, but I think trolling will definitely produce. We should pick something up here. Oh, we got a loon in front. Maybe that's what was going crazy, but I don't know. There's something. Here's something. Monty, I just went to pet you. Monty. Oh, it startled him. Oh man, that was great. Do you want a treat? Do you want to go to the dog park? Are you a good boy? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yeah, so the last time I was here was about four years ago. Yeah, 4 years ago, I think in the fall. I've only been here in the fall. So we'll see if it's still good in the spring. I'm thinking it will be. I don't think it'll matter. I think it's gonna be a great spot. So we're probably gonna, it's like another mile paddle. I think I can see it up ahead, but I think we're gonna spend a couple hours here and we'll just chill, fish for a bit, have some lunch, you know. And what we're going for dinner is ideally would be a walleye and a lake trout. Ideally, we want a Larry and a Walter, but I will take 2 little lake trout. I'd rather have smaller lake trout, but that's the plan. That's the plan for now. Just a bit more paddling to do, and we're gonna see what we can pick up. Pick up? It's so calm out. This is such a gorgeous day. I can't even believe it right now that it's this beautiful out. Maybe we'll see a moose. That'd be the icing on the cake today. Nice big old moose on one of these ridges or something. Another thing is, the only unfortunate thing about the spot right now is that right now is the absolute worst time to fish in the day. The sun is high, it's clear. I mean, there's some little clouds, but it's bright, so these fish are going to be a little deeper, a little less active because it's right in the smack dab middle of the day. If it was morning or night, it would definitely be a little bit better, but I'm feeling good. I'm still feeling good. But yeah, it's definitely the worst time of the day to fish. And who knows, if I don't have any luck here and know it's a good spot, maybe we'll camp near it and fish it in the evening. Like I said, I got an extra day pretty much. Because I always move further than I think I can move and whatnot, even if I'm taking it easy. Like this trip is more casual, less traveling, and I still got an extra day. So we could spend 2 days on this lake. I don't really know. We'll see how the fishing is, but yeah. I know I repeat myself a lot, but you'll get used to it. And if you haven't already, I'm sorry. I do it a lot. Ooh, I'm getting excited. I can see it. Ooh, I hope it's not a letdown. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get out of the boat and I'm gonna cast from shore and we're gonna bust out the DSLR. That's what we're gonna do. That is what we're gonna do. Come on, be good, be good. I'm excited. I got almost butterflies in my stomach. I'm so excited. Okay. I've set up my stuff to dry, got my socks out, my muck boots out, everything. I've got the solar panels charging. Let's do some fishing. Let's see if I can get that first cast luck. Or first cast snag.
Oh. Oh, that was a pike. Dang it. Dang nabbit. That was a pike. Monty's over there chilling in the shade. I see you, Monty. Okay, so I've been casting for about an hour with the jig, and I switched back to the 1/8 ounce one. And I was just standing on my rock again. I've gone all up and down here, casting, jigging, trying everything. No bites. And then I was just there and I saw 2 lake trout swim by, because this water is super clear. And I got my jig right in front of it, and it kind of swam around it and avoided it and just ignored it. So it's either they just aren't biting right now because the sun is high, it's middle of the day and it's terrible time, or they don't want my white jig. And normally this always works. You even saw it working when we were at the other lake. So I'm thinking the time of day definitely is coming into play here and making them not want to bite. But that shows me that they are here. So what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna switch to my little 1/4 ounce spoon, and I'm gonna keep tossing that for a while, and we're gonna keep trying. But I'm thinking it's more so the time of day. They just must not want to bite right now, because those 2 are patrolling by, and I just cast it right in front of them, and I was jigging it. And then I saw the second one, and I cast in front of it and just let it fall. Neither of them wanted it. So we'll keep trying. I'm gonna keep trying. I know they're here. Get them. Maybe that fart will get them. Or that one. Oh, those are greasy. Oh man. The more I cast, the more I'm being convinced it's the time of day. I never have good luck fishing in the middle of the day. But again, I don't know. Could just be this lake. Could be that it's a bigger body of water and it's just still really cold, so I don't know. I've caught them at this exact spot with that exact jig before, doing exactly what I'm doing. And the fact that I saw them swim by, and the same lure that they were going crazy over, they just swam by it. I don't know. Well, I'm gonna go cast around and we'll see. We'll give it till the next hour. I'll spend 2 hours here, and if I don't get any fish, we're gonna have to just move on. We have to just move on with our day. You really struggled, Monty, to get a comfy spot, huh? Are you ready to go, Fur? You ready to go now? We're leaving, Monty.
Well, I'm a little disappointed. Not discouraged, but I'm disappointed. We did get one bite, and we hooked him. He just snapped our legs. It was a pike. So I'm not giving up yet on this spot. What I'm gonna do is use my, we've tried the spoon, we've tried the jig. I also saw a smallmouth bass swim by, and he didn't want anything to do with the spoon. I got right in front of his face too. Didn't care. Didn't care. So we're gonna use the old deep diver here. I tied it up before I got in the boat. And we're gonna pass by this once this way, once back. If we don't get any bites, we are gonna look at our maps and take a minute to reevaluate and pick some spots for fishing. What I'm thinking it is, I'm thinking it's a big portion of it is that this is crystal clear water, and the sky is bright with blue skies in the middle of the day, so it's just not good fishing right now. They're either deep or they're feeling lazy, not want to bite, and the water is also super cold. It's colder probably than any lake I've been in so far. So I think with all those things going into it, they're just not wanting to bite right now. Because I know that spot's good. I know that spot's popping. Just not right this minute. I'm sure if I came here closer to dark, I could catch some fish there. But we're gonna be further away when it comes to dark. I think we're gonna just pass by this quick here, do a little trolling, then we're gonna reevaluate and see where we're at, see what we're gonna do for fishing, because we're still going for a fish dinner tonight. We gotta catch our one fish to keep on track with our goal. I'm sure we'll catch one, I just don't know if it's gonna be right now. But let's see, let's give it a shot. We're on our second pass. Nothing, no luck. Nothing so far. So, it could be a multitude of things. We've already discussed that. I don't need to repeat myself once again. So what I think we're gonna do is we're gonna head back from the way we came, and we're going to, because that's the way we need to go, and we're gonna find a camp. We're gonna set up. We've got 5 hours of daylight left, so we've got plenty of time. So what I'll do is I'll set up, it'll get closer to evening, and we'll troll our way back. And then what we're gonna do is, if we still have no luck trolling the whole way back, and then I'll cast along a few trees and stuff, is then there's a small lake that's off of this lake that's not too far from where I'll be setting up camp. And I might go to that lake and try for some bass or pike, just for some fun fishing. And if we catch some bass, we'll eat some bass tonight, maybe even a pike, who knows. I'd like a fish dinner, but either way, I was so sure of this spot, and maybe it's still good, I just don't know. It could be the time of day. I'll take a few more casts here after we do this pass, just to make sure, because we spent a good 3 hours here now. Wait, no. Has it been 3 hours? It might have been 3 hours. Or no, 2.5. Yeah, it's been a while. We've been here for a while. I gave it my best shot. I'm still, I'm perplexed. I'm perplexed. I'm just gonna put on a big old fat spoon. See if we can, if we're not having luck anyways, we're just gonna go for bigger fish. Maybe we'll get a big old lake trout, maybe we'll get a big old pike, big old bass, who knows? Big 3/4 ounce monster. You know, why not? Just for the heck of it, you know, we've seen them going across this drop off. They've been definitely scouring it, but they're not biting. So we're gonna try. There's a spot that looks like it's like 10 feet or less deep, and we'll try casting a jig on some trees or something. See if that produces too. And then we'll keep trolling. We'll try that bay on our way back. We'll try a few things. We'll just keep fishing. We're just gonna keep fishing. We will keep fishing. Right, Monty? Monty wants fish. He wants his rightful amount of fish. Not the little poop portion I gave him earlier. Right, Monty? I was just reeling in my spoon because I was going to switch and I got something. I don't know what it is. It doesn't feel like a pike. But it could be. Or it could be ooh, it feels kind of like a laker. Ooh, it's a bass. Hey. Ooh, he's barely hooked. Ah. There we go. We got a fish. Fish on the spoon. Hey, that's a nice bass. I will take that. We're gonna keep this guy. And we're gonna try to pair him with another fish. Alright. It's a good looking bass right there. You're going to be tasty there, Bobby. All right, Monty, we're in the fish now. We're still on track for our fish every day. Whoa, whoa, wee, wow. Okay, always feels good to get the first one for the day. Well, I was gonna switch off this spoon, but this big old monster here worked. 3/4 ounce gold and green. All right, we're gonna keep using this guy. We're gonna keep trolling. Now we can set up camp, and I'm a little less worried about dinner. One more fish would be really nice, because then Monty get a lot bigger portion. But one will work. Get this thing up again. All right. It only took to do exactly what I didn't think would really work that well to catch a fish. Oh, the spoon was just like a Hail Mary for a monster because we're not having much luck. Oh, I'm sure that my little chartreuse Rapala would work just as well. It's just for some reason it hasn't, and that thing did. So we'll use this for a little bit more. If we don't have any hits, we'll switch back to the other one. Oh, Monty's groaning, and he's tucked into the boat. All right, I'm gonna try casting near this little island here. Don't worry, Monty, it's just my spoon. Really? That easy? First cast? Oh, dang it. Dang nabbit. So this is the ticket then. The green and gold spoon. Huh. I did not think this would be working so well. Well, you live and you learn. Oh, that was a mistake. Well, there's a loon. Must be near his happy place. Well, I mean the cast near a loon, but you're where I'm fishing. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mr. Loon. Or Mrs. Loon. I don't really know how to tell the difference. Miss Loon? Miss Loon? Oh, Monty. Oh. Monty, your butt shifts a lot of weight. I just had a fish on and it didn't stay hooked. By the time I looked up, my pole was bent over and it popped off. So I definitely had a strike. Or maybe we hit a rock, but we're like, yeah, we're in like open, big, deep water, so I think it was a fish. But I didn't really get to see, so I didn't really get to see if it was, you never really know. I think it was a fish. We'll just, you know, we'll pretend it was like another 47.5-inch pike, just like the one we missed on the first day. That one had to be 47.5 inches. It's a monster. The one thing that's unfortunate about when I'm keeping two fish is if I ever catch like a big one, like my 7-nighter last year, I caught a big old lake trout, and that one was like so much fish. We were stuffed off of fish from the one fish. So if I were to catch a fish of that size with this bass on here, I'd have to let the big fish go because I just don't waste. So it's like, you know, I'd rather, you know, let it go and have a smaller meal than to eat, you know, 2/3 of all that fish and then the rest just go to waste. Like I don't like doing that. So I'd rather, you know, make it have less, but we'll just hope for another small one. Like, not a small one, I'd like another big bass, another walleye the same size as last night, or a little lake trout. Little lake trout would be perfect. Or that walleye I measured, it was 20 inches. It didn't seem like a 20-incher, but hey, it was long, it just wasn't like massive. I think the one I caught on my fall trip last year had more meat on it and it was smaller. It was like a 17 or 18. No, it might have been, that one might have been 20 inches too. I don't know, that was a good walleye though. I'm sure there's walleye in this lake. Maybe we'll do the same thing, just watch at night, put a slip bobber with that leech thing on there. Ooh, we could just set it out and just chill by the lake. Yeah, we could do that. Have another late night. I don't know what we're doing tomorrow, so we can do whatever we want. We got a whole little shoreline here of downed trees. So if there's a nice drop off, I'm gonna reel the spoon in. We'll cast along them, the drop off, see if we can pick anything up. It's too shallow in by the trees, so just casting out. It kind of drops off a little ways out here. Not sure where the fish are sitting exactly. The one I caught seemed to be right along the drop off, which is where I always assume fish are going to be. The water's so clear. Oh! That felt like a snag. Oh, it's a fish. It was a bass. I saw him. So it seems like in these areas where there's like 10-15 feet of water and it's just like rocky bottom, not a drop off. That's the second one I've had on an area like that. Because that other bass near that island, it was like the same sort of thing. He definitely bit it. I thought it was like a snag, but I was like, eh. It's hard to tell with such a heavy lure. He was definitely chasing it though. That is a snag. Okay, one more cast and we're gonna continue on. We'll go to that little island. We'll troll to that. Oh, that one was pretty graceful. I'm sorry. Are you fishing here too? Monty laid down to go to sleep right there. He groaned so loud for like 20 seconds. Oh, I tried recording, but it didn't. He stopped right when I recorded. Oh, it's so funny. He was like, perfect out right now. It's so nice. There's just a slight little breeze. And Monty is just, he's just settled. Any more? Okay, Monty. Okay, we get it. You're comfortable. He's just settled into the boat. Oh, he shifts a little bit. He's groaning more. Oh, Monty. Yeah, we spent some time in the boat. We've got 3 hours of light remaining. We spent a lot of the time fishing and trolling, whatnot. Only got one fish to show for it. We had 2 more on, or 1 bite and another one on. Well, I think we'll catch more. I'm pretty excited to try for walleye tonight. Just sit, if it's gonna be calm, it'll be really nice. Go out with my headlamp at dark and just we'll have a later dinner. We don't got much going on. So what, you know, what the heck, why not? Why not? As I got a big old snag. Big old snag along this nice drop off. I can see my pole almost looking like it's gonna, if I don't slow down enough, it's gonna yank my pole up, but I don't think it will because it's aimed out, but it could. But that reminds me of a story with Jake. We're doing a 2-week Boundary Waters trip, and I might have already said this once on my channel, but he was fishing and he was trolling and he had his rod holder aimed kind of backwards or something like that. And he got a snag and it yanked his rod out, and it was gone. He came up to me and he's just like, well, I lost my pole, it yanked out. I was like, oh, did you have a bunch of line out? And he's like, yeah. I was like, well, where was it? And he's just like, over there. I'm like, I bet I can get that pole back. And he's just like, all right. And he showed me where it was, and I just took a jig, my little jig, and I cast it past it, and I just slowly pulled it along the bottom, and I just felt a little something, a snag, pulled it up, and I had his line, and I was like, here you go. And then he pulled up his pole and got his pole back. So that was pretty sweet. It's no fun to lose your pole on a 2-week wilderness trip. That's why I always bring 2 in case something happens to one. I can still fish. I don't ever want to be without a fishing pole. I didn't, one thing I realized I just forgot is sunscreen. My face is starting to feel a little bit warm. I can't believe I didn't think of sunscreen. We have a little list, and I think I might have accidentally clicked it. I don't know, I looked at the forecast and it didn't seem too crazy, but this is like intense sun right now. I'm gonna have a burnt face. That was stupid. Oh well. Got a couple of owls here, I'm gonna fish it. We're gonna take a few casts, nothing crazy, because we're getting closer to dark. I want to have time to come up for the evening fish. Snagging because I'm gonna let it sink too much. Alright, well, not having much luck with the jig either, and we've got 2.5 hours till the sunset, so might as well go set up camp and then we can get back out fishing. I think I might set up the whatchamacallit here with the slip bobber, the light one. I don't know if that should be fine, and then I can keep because I don't want to have to. I only have 3 other ties for slip bobbers, so I don't want to keep switching them. I haven't really used that pole anyways, so I could just keep the slip bobber on that one. Try one more cast with the jig here. It's just so beautiful out right now. Oh, I don't want to get hooked there. Good.
day, sunshine. Good day, sunshine. Good day, sunshine. It feels good in a special place. Ra-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Alright, there's a campsite right there, and it seems like it's got a nice drop off here that we could fish by at night for walleye, but there's one just up ahead that might be a little less tucked away. I know, Monty, you grony boy. And there's an island near it, so it might be better fishing. We'll pick one of the two probably. Let's just see if this one's a little bit better. The other one just had the shore wasn't really a drop off near where the campsite was, so the walleye fishing would not have been, we couldn't really do it at night. So this one's got a nice drop off near it. Almost, that piece of wood looked like a moose antler. Anyways, yeah, so we'll stay at this one. Do you want a treat? Do you want to go for the dog park? Do you want to go for a dog park? You always do. You always do, don't you? This is not a bad little spot, eh, Monty? Hey, Monty? I gave him some snacks, now he wants more. But it's not bad. We've got some firewood. There's some logs here, so that's always a bonus. I just gotta process it up, so that's sweet. We'll do that before we go out fishing again. So let's get camp set up, eh? Oh. Hi, Monty. Hi, Rama. Oh, he's vicious. Oh, he's vicious. Okay, I get it. I got it. Good. Oh, the little black flies. Where's it, this tree? I think it's little bugs. Oh yeah, it's little bugs and this little tree. Both are making me go. So, let's see, how much time do we got? We've got an hour and a half, and then the sun will be set. We can fish after that. I don't know how I'm feeling about getting that next fish. We're gonna try. We'll be up a little bit later tonight. As soon as we say we've got a decent wood supply, maybe we'll grab some more, and then you can just stay up burning fire, eating candy, waiting for that Walter to come by. Because I'd really like a 2-fish dinner. Man, what a day. I'm gonna have a burnt face after today. We're just paddling into the sun the whole time. Oh yeah, there's black flies. There they are. Little turds. Get out of here. Half the time they're not even biting, they're just flying in your face and it just tickles. There's definitely a good spot for a stick throw session here. He'll get his tonight. Day in my face. Maybe I could try. I brought out some. I don't know if I already mentioned this, but I brought out some bug spray. I don't really ever use it, but I brought out some natural bug spray. You know what? What the heck? Let's try it. Let's see if it does anything. Might as well. It's just essential oils. It's not like I showered today or anything. The whole reason I don't really use DEET is because I don't like the feeling it leaves on your skin. It's kind of nasty and oily. This essential oils don't really bug me as much. So let's see if this actually does anything. Let's just see first how it feels. Oh, that's not bad. It doesn't even smell bad. See if it works. I got some for Monty too. It came with a dog kind. So far they're not flying into my face anymore. That's nice. Oh, there's one. Still low in my ears. This one's made for dogs. Here, Monty. He's not gonna. Here, come here. Come here. No, come here. Look at him. You know, come here, Monty. Come here. Come here. Come here. Hey. He doesn't like it. I didn't spray your eyes, I just got the tips of your ears, Monty. Just relax. Get out of here! Get out! Stay away! Stay! Finish Okay. I'm sorry, Monty. Oh, I'm sorry, Monty. You can lay on it if you want to. Oh. I looked over at him with the sleeping pad and he looks over at me and then he just comes chasing me. Oh, Monty. He's silly dog. So far, these bug sprays were sent to me by a subscriber and so far they seem to be doing okay. Seem to be keeping them away. The breeze has kind of picked up, so I don't know if it's that or this, but as soon as I sprayed it on, they kind of left me alone. I'm curious to see if it works for mosquitoes. That's the make or breaker. Because for ticks, and it does help with mosquitoes, I've tried for the first time permethrin. You spray your clothes in it, you soak them, and you let it dry, and they're good for like 6 washes, and it's supposed to keep, I've heard it kills ticks, but it keeps them away at least. And I did these pants, I did my muck boots, the big tops, this thing right here, I think I did my hat. I haven't seen a single tick. And I had this stuff, this permethrin, I learned about it years ago, and I bought it and I just read all this crazy stuff about dogs and like how it's super toxic, and then turns out that's mostly just to cats, it's not to dogs. I think people actually spray their dogs in their yards and stuff, but anyways, it kind of freaked me out. Tell you what, my little method there where I'm blowing up my sleeping pads while I'm setting up a tent, that's the way to do it, man. Me and Funk used to be like, oh, you blow up my pad. Like, no, you, come on. I used to hate it. Now it doesn't even bother me because it's like I'm not even doing it. I'm just breathing air while I'm setting up the tent. I just gotta keep my mouth shut. But it's pretty sweet. Everybody's doing it now. I started it. I started a revolution. It's called no more sitting down and blowing up your air pad. You just multitask. And everybody's doing it. Mostly just me that I know of. I don't even know if I'm the first person, probably not, but hey, as long as in my head I think I'm the first person, I'll take it. I'll take it. But give it a try sometime. If you don't like blowing up sleeping pads, give it a try. It'll blow your mind. Blow your mind. Okay, so what I'm using here to filter water is the MSR gravity filter. And one thing I just wanted to show you guys quick is if you ever have one of these, if you have one of these and it's ever like slowed the flow, I figured out a couple tricks that just take care of it. So if it doesn't seem to be coming out, mine was just doing it. It's not doing it anymore. Oh, I stopped it. Anyway, see how it's nice and fast? Anyways, the first thing you do is you pinch it off here, you pull this tube off, and you just let water flow, and then you just hook it up like that. That'll be the first thing, and then it should start flowing. And if it's still kind of slow, you take it off on the opposite end, and you see how it's coming out nice and fast. Then you just gotta, it's just all about getting the air bubbles out, and you just kind of pinch it off there, and then it should be good to go again. Because when I first got this, it was flowing super fast, and all of a sudden it just like wouldn't work. And I used to think it was a problem with this thing, but no, it's just air in the hose. It just completely stops the flow. But now it's flowing fast and it's filling up and filtering quick. Punky. I gotta cut this the other way. I can't cut wood like that. This is much better. Always cut with my right hand, hold my left, like this. We've got to be careful. Feels a little better. The bugs are still getting to me. So this stuff doesn't, you know, it held them off when it was wet, but they're still flying in my face. They're not biting me, but they're flying in my face. I don't think there's much I can stop them from flying in your face. Okay, that's plenty of firewood for the evening. Let's do some fishing. What do you say, Monty? Okay, the bugs are bad. It looks like a beautiful evening. We've only got like a half hour till that sun sets. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start with the spoon that's been working. I'm gonna cast off drop-offs. If that doesn't work, I've got my other pole rigged up with the slip bobber. And then we'll just maybe just cast that out, because I know that would probably work better. That'll work for pretty much any fish. It's just I want to cast. Man, these guys are bad right now. The bugs are out. Whatever these are, I don't even know if these are black flies.
Come on, dude, we're fishing for dinner, okay? Wait, spook fish. You can hear that from so far away. Maybe that doesn't matter, I don't know. Oh, it's shallow. Oh, I think that might just be shallows, not fish. Oh, it's so bright, it's so hard to see. Yeah, it's just shallow here. I want to fish so bad. A second one, so that we can both pig out. I don't want to have to skimp Monty again. I mean, he's always got his pumpkin, so I don't have to feel too bad, but I want guilt-free fish dinner. Oh, that sun is just so bright and hot. I think I'm gonna have to take off my warm layer here. I don't know. I'm thinking our best bet is gonna be the slip bobber with this fake leech and just planting off the drop-offs of this island. Oh, but it drives me nuts just watching a bobber when the time's ticking. I'm not a bobber fisherman. The only reason it was bearable last night is because I was just gonna chill by the fire, and then I was sight fishing for him, so this will be different, just waiting. But it might be the way to go. Oh, it probably is the way to go. Okay, let's do it. Okay, here goes nothing. I don't know if I can do this much longer. I have to cast. Oh. It hurts to not cast. Alright, we're casting. I can't do it. This just looks like a great area. Some loons are going crazy up there. Okay, back to the hole. Oh, it feels so much better to cast and reel. Oh, it's so bright. Alright, I'm going to switch to trolling a shallow chartreuse lure and just go along the shore and go back, and we'll see if we can pick some up that way. So far, no luck. Nothing. Nothing. swimming right towards me. Nice and easy. Feels decent. There we go. Awesome. We got him. Oh. All right. Oh. Oh, persistence paid off. Okay, nice stringer. Oh man, I'm so pumped right now. Yes, 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 yes. I'm still trying to see if I can catch any fish on the way back to camp. You just gotta be really quiet for walleye. It's so still out. There's lots of bugs flying in our ears. Monty does not like them. He's ready to be done. It's official. Oh, it's official. We are feasting tonight.
Monty, we're gonna feast tonight. Everything's gonna be alright. Oh yeah, we're eating some Bobby and Walter. Oh yeah, it's gonna be so good. Yeah, it's gonna be so good. Dance with me, dance with me, dance with me, dance with me. Oh, dance with me. Oh, just don't bark. Hey, don't bark. Don't do that. It's so loud. That's so loud. Don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. You want a stick? You want a stick? You want a stick? A celebratory stick before we start the fire? Okay. That's a spirit. That's a spirit. Good. Okay. So we are gonna have a big old dinner. The loons have been going nuts all night. Oh man, when I was fishing, I was getting a little, you know, like, and then I saw the, whatever those little minnows were, whatever they were, just surfacing everywhere. They're going nuts. And I knew, once I saw those, I was like, okay, the walleye are out for sure. Like, the fishing is good right now. And, I was using the slip bobber with the leech. I tried the white thing. I tried the gold and silver or whatever spoon. And at the end there, I started casting the jig, bring here, Monty, the leech on the slip bobber. And I was just waiting near the end of trees in the middle of channels, and I was just trying, waiting, nothing. I think the waves help the action of that because it's a fake leech. So it needs a little wave action to kind of like make it look live-like. Come here, Monty, bring it here. But anyways, I put on that chartreuse jointed shallow diver and just trolled that. Boom, hit it. That was it dark. It was pretty dark. Oh. So we're just going to keep throwing the stick for Monty here for a minute, and then I'm going to spark up a fire. And as soon as I spark up the fire, we're going to get preparing dinner, because it's pretty late. Well, it's not super late. It's pretty late to start making dinner. We haven't even got our fire started. We got all the firewood and everything though, so yeah, I'm just going to throw on the stick and then we'll get prepared dinner and get the fire going and get to cooking. I'm excited. I'm hungry. Monty's hungry too. He's going to get a whole bunch of fish tonight, aren't you? I don't have to cheat you today. Okay. Okay, let's prepare some stuff. First we need the white onion, of course, always the white onion. We're gonna have a big portion tonight, so we need a good chunk of this onion. Okay. Right into the pan. And of course we need some garlic. The call of the loons enhances the flavor of the garlic, always. into the pot. We need a lemon. Don't forget to roll your lemons. Helps get the juices flowing. Okay. Okie dokie. Now we just need to throw in a chunk of butter, and then look at the butter in here. That'll just be the start. We're gonna need more butter later, especially because we're gonna have a big old feast of fish tonight. Oh, gotta get all that paper out. Okay, that goes in there. Now I need to go fillet up the fish, and then we're gonna portion everything out and get cooking. Oh, this is gonna be such a good feast tonight. Oh, okie dokie, there's our beautiful bounty of fish. Oh yeah, it's gonna be so good. Now, even though Monty doesn't know any better, it wouldn't know the difference between walleye and bass, and I'd prefer all walleye. I'm gonna still give him some. So let's give him a chunk of, nice chunk of walleye. He's gonna get some bass. Now he's gonna get maximum fish tonight. This is gonna be the most fish he can have because he's a dog, and he only weighs 70 pounds, so he can only get so much fish. Give another chunk of walleye here. Let's give him a little more bass. Another chunk of bass. Another chunk of bass. And I'll get another chunk of walleye. Okay, now that right there, that's a lot of fish for Monty. That's borderline too much. He'll be able to eat it. He'll be fine. I just don't want him to get sick. And this is going to be a feast for me. Oh yeah. We can give him, let's see. Let me feel it here. He's just not going to get much dog food. We'll give him a little bit more bass. Okay. I'm gonna pig out on fish tonight. Oh, it's gonna be so good. Oops. Oh, that's going to Monty. He gets the dirt. Oh man. Okay, let's get cooking. So, we're gonna get everything going. We're having our usual baby red skin mashed potatoes. I've already got 2 cups of water and a little bit extra, two and a third. So we're gonna get that because they stay hot for quite a while. So we're gonna get those going right away. Get this going. We gotta get Monty's on there. Okay. Got Monty's on there. Oh yeah, okay. Oh yeah. Oh, this is gonna be so awesome. I'm getting pumped. I'm hungry. Ate some granola today. lemon juice sitting over here. I don't want these to burn, but I do want them to fry up quick. We're gonna do a little bit differently today. Yesterday, I added in the lemon juice when I was cooking it, and I feel like it made it a little bit too boily. It was a little too juicy. So what we're gonna do today is just do the, man, the loons are going crazy on this lake all night. So we're just gonna fry up the onions and garlic and butter with the fish in Montreal and just kind of get it caramelized and kind of delicious. And then right when we're gonna eat it, I'm gonna spritz on the lemon right before we eat it. It's gonna be delicious. I just have my hot cocoa. I heated it up. What? What is that? What are those things? Are you getting a treat? Are you getting a treat tonight? Nope, schmutz. He knows he's getting a treat tonight. As soon as this, these potatoes are done, we will put the fish in. Okay, this water's boiling. And our baby reds. Oop, we got some schmutz. Oh no. Okay. Oh, do we make them too soupy? I don't think so. They always thicken up after a minute. Just gotta whisk them. See, they're coming together. Big old chunk of butter. There we go. Let's just melt this down quick. Just add some sticks to this fire. Get the heat a little heatier. Oop, don't want too much ash in there. Alright, now let's add the fish. There's gonna be a lot going in here. This is gonna be full. Ooh, we almost lost that chunk. Oh. Okay. There we go. Up the side there. We are not done with that. It needs some more magic. Just a little healthy dabble of Montreal. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's just stir it around a little bit. Ooh. I think Monty's is done here. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, that's done. We'll just give it to him in this pot. So we gotta make it extra tasty for him. Now we just need a little dog food, not too much. just a little protein, a little doggy protein, and then the magical. Oh yeah, Monty, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, that is a feast for Monty. Let's just make sure. We can give you a little more dog food, Monty. It's just going to need to cool. Oh, Monty is going to love this little slurry. There you go, Monty. You are going to be eating like a king tonight. You want this? Monty, do you want it? He knows it's too hot. Alright, Monty. We gotta let it cool down. Mine will be done. And we'll eat together, okay? Okay? Alright. Let's just... Ooh. Okay. It's cooking slow. We gotta get this fire hot. Oh, man. It's gonna be so good, though. Yeah, let's get this fire ripping. Okay, it's almost time. It's almost done. Ooh, we're losing the structure of some of these pieces, but it's not gonna matter. Oh, it's just about done. Another minute, we're eating. Oh, okay, it's done. It's done. Now, to finalize, there's a little bug in there. Let's get rid of that bug. Just drizzle fresh lemon juice all over it. Ooh! Oh, we don't want that seed. Okay, let's eat. Oh, Monty. Yes. All right, let's make sure. Lukewarm. You like that? Is that something you want? Get it off my finger. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Monty, we have fished all day. You are a good boy. You are a very good boy. You sat in the boat. You were a little antsy at times, but you did great. You did amazing. And I hope you truly enjoy that meal that you're about to feast upon. You ready to feast, Monty? Okay, let's feast. Oh. Ooh. This is gonna be so good. Okay, let's just, just gonna stir it in that lemony, buttery, ooey, ooey, ooey. All right, let's go. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's so good. Oh. You know, when I'm feasting on fish like this, and I got these instant mashed potatoes here, that I worked all day for. We went at it all day. We woke up, got in the water, got to fishing portage and paddling all the way till dark. This, I paid like $1.50 at Walmart for, so I'll take a couple bites of this, but I'm making sure to scarf that down first and enjoy the crap out of that, but it's nice to have a little change up. I like this. The rice is better with fish in general, but for some reason I like this better as like a backpacker side with my fish. I don't know what it is about those cheap fluffy potatoes. But it don't beat this. Right here. There you go. And I know that was a big Monty portion there, but he'll still beg afterwards. Don't worry. He never fails. And tonight means we're over halfway done with our trip. This is night 4, right? Yeah, I think so. First night, second night fish dinner. Third night, no fish, yep. Fourth night. So that means if I've got room, I can eat half my chocolate bar. I almost destroyed all that fish already. You know, I was really surprised I didn't catch any lake trout, and I didn't catch as many fish, but it seems as though I'm not a big lake fisherman. I'm starting to realize that more and more. Not as much, not as well. I strive on the littler lakes. I'm getting really picky with what I can fish, you know. Can't do rivers, can't do streams, can't do big lakes. No. I did fine here. I just struggle to find them during the day. Oh, that's zippy. I just inhaled all that fish and onions and garlic and delicious buttery lemony juiciness. So I'm gonna keep eating here, and I will check back in with you guys when I'm uncomfortable. They're everywhere. Buddy. Oh, I just made a whole bunch more room. It's a little more wood on that fire. That was a delicious meal. I still got some room. I got some room for some candy and some chocolate. It was not as filling as that rice. That rice. Oh man. Fitting all that rice in my belly really put me over the top. Oh, that was way too much. This was perfect. I'm nice and fat and sassy now. It looks like the moon is been full every night. What's the... There. If you don't bring it all the way to me, Monty, I'm not throwing it anymore. Because that was the last time getting up for a minute, okay? Unless it's to shut off the camera. Yeah, the moon is... It's definitely... I don't know which night it's been full. It seemed full last night. Maybe it's tonight. I don't know. It's definitely big and fullish. So yeah, on night 4 of the 7 night, I got to make sure I got to eat half of my beef jerky. I got half the cheese left. It's always like when you're in the middle, like, now I get to half my chocolate, I can have half my candy left. Good boy. Yeah, see? That was a good boy. Now I'll throw it again. Nothing better than Starburst out in the woods. Still prefer the tropical. I love that tropical. I think the orange tropical Starburst is my favorite candy of all time. Cadbury Fruit and Nut. I think this was always my dad's favorite chocolate bar. And now it's mine. Weird how that happens. Bring me that stick, Monty. Bring it here. Yeah. Bring it all the way to me. Bring it here. Bring it here. That's close enough. You're a good boy. You want this? You want this? You want it? Yeah. Okay. Little bud, yeah. Wow. He's repping where to go. Oh, hey. You little critter. Give me that stick. Give me here. I like how he goes around in a circle. Alright, guys. I'm gonna shuffle out. Continue stuffing my face with candy. Watching this fire burn down. Clean up my mess. Throw a stick for Monty. And I'll check back with you guys when I'm in the tent ready for bed. Go ahead, Monty. I didn't lay down your sleeping bag. Are you saying you want a sleeping bag down? Okay, he wants... Yeah, this is your cushy, Monty. You didn't seem to be satisfied that I didn't put your... Tried to get away with not putting the sleeping bag down. This is what I get. This is what I get. I get a sassy Monty. He likes his... Come on, Monty. I'm gonna let you do what you want this time. Okay, I guess he just wanted to make it in a big ball and lay on it that way. Oh, Monty. Oh, you're such a stinky boy. Yes, you are. He's sleepy. Well, I'm fully satisfied. I am fully tired, and I'm ready to pass out like a Monty here. This is gonna be out in minutes. Oh, he wants some scratches. Oh, look at you. Look at you. Okay. So anywho, guys, I'm gonna pass out. So I'll catch you guys in the morning. Good night, everybody. Oops. Just crunched my headlight on him. Sorry, Monty.